You've been asking God for breakthrough, but maybe it's God that's waiting on you. They're waiting on you to break first. Break what, you might ask? Break out of your comfort. Break out of those old patterns and break out of your excuses. Break out of the fear of looking foolish. You want breakthrough, but you won't break your cycles. Too many people want Goliath to fall, but are too busy standing in the crowd asking somebody else to go fight him. Listen, I get it. You've been faithful. You've been praying and crying out for God to move, but deep down, you know there's something you haven't broken through. Maybe it's because you haven't broken out. You've been circling around in the same wilderness when the Father has already given you the strategy to cross over. Micah chapter 2 verse 13 says that the breaker goes up before them. They break through the gate and pass through. The Father will go before us and make the crooked path straight. He makes a way, but we have to walk. And we can't get distracted where we are now just because we see a crooked path ahead of us tomorrow or next week or whenever, especially when He's promised to go before us and make those crooked paths straight when we get there. We have to break out of this mindset that says, oh, maybe it's next season, or we have to stop with the limitative mindsets. We have to break the agreement with fear that says, I'm not ready, I don't know enough. We have to break the cycles that keep us in the patterns of over-spiritualizing, waiting on God, when in reality we're operating in fear, anxiety, and doubt. Many times we claim to be waiting on God, but He's waiting on us to move. Think about Mark chapter 2 verse 4. They literally broke through the roof to get their friend to Yeshua. They did not wait for Yeshua to come and walk by or to leave the house. They weren't saying, oh, if it's His will, He'll come over here and meet our friend and maybe we... No. They broke the roof. They broke something to access that healing. And some of you need to break something. You need to break routines. You need to break silence. You need to break complacency and apathies. You need to break your own pride. You need to break something, because movement is what is going to activate heaven. We need to break our comfort zone before it becomes our coffin. Okay, let's be real. The Israelites wanted Egypt. Why? Because it was familiar, even though it was oppression, right? Some of you have become comfortable with spiritual warfare instead of spiritual victory. You become more familiar with surviving than stewarding, and more acquainted with complaining than conquering, and more acquainted with whining instead of worshiping. But comfort never leads to calling, and safety is never going to birth revival. What if this is the week that your boldness unlocks your next level? What if the giant in front of you is so afraid of you, and you'll finally believe that who you are in Christ and slay the giant? What if the heavens are waiting for your yes to disrupt the entire kingdom of darkness? So, let's break the cycle, let's break the fear, let's break the silence, and let's watch our Father break the barrier. If you're new here, this channel is for kingdom entrepreneurs and ministers and ambassadors who are ready to stop circling, stop surviving, and start walking in power, start walking in dominion. So if that's you, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment saying that you're breaking through along with us, and share this with somebody who might be stuck. It's just stuck at the edge of breakthrough. Let's help them out, y'all. Hit that share button, send it their way, and let's encourage them. We have the authority, and now it's time to move like it. See y'all in the next video.